Time now to turn back to meteorologist Cedric Haynes in the Storm Alert Center, and look outside. It is wet out there on the Storm Alert Weather Day, Cedric.
Yes, Latrice, we are talking about rain, some thunderstorms, even some severe weather, and then later today we are going to be talking about a big time cool down heading our way. So it is going to be one of those kind of wild weather days across the area. So we want you to kind of hone in on the details here so you're not caught off guard. Let's talk about the severe weather that we have out there right now, because you can see we've got this line of thunderstorms moving through. It's a narrow line and it's moving fast, which is the good news. So it's not going to be with us too long, but you can see we've got a line of storms producing some severe weather. We had a severe thunderstorm warning for portions of northern Ray and McMinn counties. That's just been allowed to expire, but you can still see some heavy rain and some gusty winds moving into Nyota down towards the Athens area, right along I-75 there now. And if we look at the winds, we've had some winds anywhere between 50 to 70 miles per hour, at least in the upper levels of the atmosphere, and some of that strong wind has been making its way down to the surface. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning that's been issued now for portions of southern Walker County, over towards southern Whitfield County, northern portions of Chattooga County, and northwestern portions of Gordon County for this part of the line of storms that's beginning to kind of get a little more juiced up right now, producing some heavy rain and some strong winds, and that's making its way off towards the east as well. So that severe thunderstorm warning in DeKalb County goes until 11:15 Central Standard Time. So here over the next few moments, it should be allowed to expire. But the warning now for portions of northwest Georgia, that will be extended a little longer, and that will go through about 12:30 in the afternoon there. So you can see that line beginning to approach places like Lafayette, down towards the north and west of Tryon, and over towards Menlo and Somerville. This will be moving your way over the next 20 to 30 minutes. And as we take a little closer look at the storm, one of the primary concerns that you're seeing in this purple is an indication of some hail that's showing up there. So that's beginning to make its way into portions of Walker County and eventually down into portions of Chattooga County as well. So looking like penny-sized hail, so small hail, but you get the idea. Don't be surprised if you see a couple of those hailstones making their way through. And then in the heart of the metro area, we're seeing this heavy rain and wind, not severe, but strong rain and strong wind here making its way through Cleveland, Ottawa, right along that 75 corridor. So you know it can get a little tricky traveling up towards the north on 75 when you get some regular weather, let alone some heavy rain and wind. So be aware of that. This extends down into northern Georgia, over portions of northern Catoosa County and northern portions of Whitfield County as well, where there's a special weather statement. So a lot going on there. Just to say, on FutureScan, which takes the current radar and projects it out about an hour in time, you can see this line, very narrow but strong severe storms will be moving east. So places like Murphy, Blue Ridge, Ellijay, as we get towards, let's say, a little after 1 to 1:20 or so, that'll be making its way through your area there, and just after that it should be out of the region. So it's going to be a fast mover, and then once it gets out of here, we focus on the next big thing, which is going to be the colder conditions that's going to build into the area. So a wind advisory is in effect for the entire Tennessee Valley, and that goes up until later on tonight. Winds could gust up to 40 miles per hour at times, but those winds right now coming in out of the south. That's why we have those temperatures so warm. But you can see the wind shift has already occurred up along the plateau, now coming in out of the north. We're seeing those gusts 20 to 30 miles per hour, even a gust clocked right now at 56 miles per hour moving through Chattanooga. We'll have to check on that. Not sure if that's official, but we'll keep an eye on that with that line moving through. Can you tell where the cold front is? 68 in Chattanooga now, 72 in Dalton, still 72 Cleveland, Lafayette, 73 Calhoun. You get up towards the plateau, it's dropped down to 46 degrees in Altamont. So that's going to be the type of temperature change that's heading our way. We are still right on that line there between the warm air to the south and that cold air that's knocking on the door, 45 right now in Nashville. So let's look at your forecast for the rest of this afternoon. Thunderstorms through about 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon, then that's out of here. Temperatures will start to drop fast as we get into the afternoon hours. So we drop through the 60s into the 50s, down into the 40s by the time we get towards this evening. So it's going to be a breezy, blustery afternoon out there. And by tomorrow morning when you wake up, get ready for freezing temperatures. We're talking about the 20s and low 30s. No 60s and 70s out there as you wake up. So a big change heading our way. Here's your Storm Alert 7-day forecast. Windy, rain and storms over the next hour or two, Latrice. And then we go from those 70s, which we've already started to do. 73 was our temperature last hour. We're now going to be dropping, and we'll be below freezing by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. Make sure you have those jackets for this afternoon.
That's a big shift. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Cedric.